Just finished cutting down that tree for the neighbor. It was pretty much on the property line on his side. Elder neighbor, really nice guy. He was very appreciative. The tree, I would guess 75 feet tall, diameter maybe, I don't know, maybe, yeah, 18 to 12 inches, depending on where in the tree you look. Cinnabon, I wanted him inside because he would have ran away. Hey, buddy. You been behaving yourself? You're probably wondering what all that racket was, right? It's okay. It was just me chainsawing a tree. I didn't want you out there. I don't want you in harm's way, even though you would have ran far, far away from the chainsaw, right? Just didn't want you panicking and never coming back. But you're happy I'm done, huh? I'll go ahead and insert a couple of short, he probably smells the mixed fuel mix from the chainsaw. I'll go ahead and insert some photos and brief video of what I did. Great way to spend a day off, honestly. Being outside, getting stuff done, beats any day at the office, right? You can relax now, buddy. Yeah, it's good now. It's okay now. You won't be hearing the chainsaw for a while, okay? Hey, little sweetheart, how you doing today? Just got out of the shower. It's nice getting cleaned up after all that yard work, tree dropping. Thought I'd say a brief word about the overall concept of helping neighbors. Yes, I'm going to go Mr. Rogers on you, so get ready. So when I grew up, my parents were really good about, really displaying how to treat neighbors, like especially elderly neighbors. If it's really snowy, you go over there and, when you're done shoveling your driveway or whatever, you shovel theirs. And you got to be within reason too. Sometimes you just simply don't have time. You got busy lives, work, especially those of you with families, so you might not have time to do it. But if you're raking leaves, doesn't hurt to do a little bit of theirs and that kind of thing. Or if it's Christmas and they don't have anyone over, you could stop by, bring over some, baked goods or treats or whatever. We used to do that as well. Little things like that. So I was cutting the grass Saturday. And my older neighbor kind of walked over. So, when people do that, you just kind of turn the mower off and chit-chat for a little bit, have a good friendly neighbor conversation. And he was talking about just trimming up that dead tree. And in the photos, the dead tree, there's no photos of it standing, but it is the one that is to the left. Well, it's a stump in the picture, but it's to the left of the larger tree on the right, about the same size. It was just dead, which is dangerous. You don't want to have dead standing trees where they can hit stuff. And it was within felling distance of power lines on one side and my wellhead on the other. So I dropped it, and it ended up dropping exactly where I wanted it to, which is terrific. I notched it. When you notch a tree before you drop it, you notch it in a way where you want it to fall. And it doesn't always go that way, but this one had a lean in that direction, which helped tremendously, of course. So I dropped it without incident, went exactly where I wanted it to go, which is fantastic. After it was dropped, that's the hard part. He invited me in for a little bit of coffee and a piece of cake, and now I'm not a coffee person, but when people offer it, I generally accept it just to be polite. I'm not joking when I say I probably have a cup of coffee every 3 years, so I can remember the last 3 times I've had it. But it was nice. Had some German chocolate cake, and then after that, the hard part was done. Dropping the tree itself doesn't take long, but it's the most at least stressful part, obviously, when you're dropping a tree. But it dropped beautifully, and then I just kind of cut it up. He helped cut the smaller ones and haul them off, and big stack of wood for someone, which is nice. So it went really well. So yeah, just a little help your neighbor. Cinnabon's been good inside, haven't you, little boy? You've been good. Yeah. You've been good. The neighbor mentioned that he sees Cinnabon sometimes just watching birds. He hasn't seen him go after one, but he would if he could. I know Cinnabon would. So I told him about how Cinnabon climbs trees and stuff. It's kind of cool. Hey, buddy, look what you did to your toy. I think he's enjoying that one. Look, it's all tore up. Yeah. So I forgot to mention when we were cutting the tree, after it was just being kind of chopped up, it was already down, an elder woman walked up, and this is Monday right now. Monday morning or early afternoon now. So there's no one around, people at work, except the retired folks or stay-at-home folks. But I kind of did that intentionally. Well, it sort of worked out, but it's nice because whenever you do something like later in the evening or during the weekend, people out here not so much, but people just kind of get up in your business. But she walked over as I was in the middle of the work, and it was a courtesy, I turned the chainsaw off and talked to her, and I had no idea what she was going to say, but she was older, And she was like, thank you so much. Apparently, she told me that it really bothered her that there was a dead tree. Because I get it. Having a standing dead tree is not good. It doesn't look good. But she's like, man, we got to have you on the streets, because there's all kinds of dead trees like off the road. But she just wanted to thank us for taking the tree down. That was kind of nice. Because it always bugged her seeing it. And it kind of bugged me too, I'll be honest. But anyway, so whenever you do cut trees down, depending on where you live, you always want to make sure you have a permit or whatever to do it. Out here, I did have one prepared just in case there was an issue. So I'll go ahead and show you the permit. It's kind of interesting. It was issued by someone you all know. Here it is. Yeah, get a good look at that. Thanks, Cinnabon, for approving my tree cutting permit. I appreciate that, little buddy. Cinnabon is the master tree inspector. As you've seen in previous videos, he climbs trees sometimes to get at birds. So I figured, what other appropriate party to ask for permission than my little Cinnabon. You can see he issued it down here and put his stamp of approval. Kind of fun. So yeah, I always want to have this handy just in case somebody comes over and gives you trouble. Like, you got a permit for this? I'm like, yes sir, yes ma'am, here it is. So thank you, Cinnabon. We didn't need it today, but we had it just in case. Well, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's kind of a different one. So we'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.